Okay, good morning guys. Welcome back. We're going to do something slightly different. We're going to run through a series of exercises focusing more on your shoulder mobility, particularly for your back bending and your handstands if you're working towards that. So it's a combination of active and passive that we're going to do. Equipment wise, it's quite a lot of equipment for this one. You can use a sofa for it and a weight of your choosing. I'd probably start a little bit lighter if you're quite new to any sort of shoulder stretches, and always prioritize quality over how much weight you're using with each of these exercises. So I've got a weight bench, but if you don't have that, you can use your sofa. Do the same thing. I have a weight. Between 5 and 7 kilos is usually pretty good. You can go heavier if you want to, if you can handle it, if your shoulders are quite mobile and strong. Have a block as well, and a mat over there. And we're going to start by running through 5 different exercises, and we're going to do that 3 times, and then we're going to go through some more supersets. So the first exercise, you are going to be standing. You're going to take your weights. Feet are going to be together. You are going to be placing this weight over your head. So rule of thumb, if you can't keep that weight back, if it's coming forwards and you physically cannot bring it back because it's too heavy, go a little bit lighter with it, okay? The other hand is going to be placed on your rib cage, and you're going to use that as a bit of a cue to see if you're flaring your chest or not. So we want to keep your rib cage drawn in the whole time and your tailbone is tucked. And then the weight starts over your head in a neutral position. So that just means I've got space between my ears, it's locked out, and I'm pretty happy holding here. I'm not leaning off to the side either, so I'm staying as centered as possible. And then I'm going to try and cover my ear and reach up as high as I can again without leaning to the side. And then I'm going to relax. Okay, I'm going to try to keep the arms straight. And then it's going to be exercise. Okay, it's better to do, good morning Matt, to do this in front of a mirror or something where you can actually see yourself, because it's very hard to realize if you are moving in weird ways just off the bat like that. So we're going to do 5 on each arm with this. All right, let's start. And we're going to reach. Just 1, and then back. And 2, as you're reaching, try and push the weight back. And relax. And 3, pushing. Relax. 4. I think I was ambitious with the weight. And relax. Can you get me a 5 kilo one, please? Yeah. Last one. Pushing. And relax. Cool. Kara's giving me 10 kilos. Cool, thank you. All right. So much better. Other side. Again, rib cage in, push the weight back, and then reaching up nice and high. 1, and relax. 2, and relax. 3, and relax. 4, and relax one more time. 5, and relax. Cool. I did forget to mention, but when you are lifting your hands over your head, for this one we want to be externally rotated. This relates a little bit better when you are doing your handstands and things. So you want to be turned out. Your thumbs are going to point behind you. So that is the first one. The second one, we're going to do a PNF prayer stretch, walking. So you can go a little bit heavier with this one. You're going to go on the edge of your couch, or if you do have a weight bench, you can use that. Elbows are close together and hands are wide. So we want to be about there as best as you can. And then you're going to pop your head through the gap. Let's hope you can still hear me. Like so. And then hands, you're going to let the weight pull your hands to your shoulders. It is up to you whether or not you want to keep your knees at a 90-degree angle with your waist. Harder would be to bring your knees out like that. It would be quite an intense stretch. And you're aiming to get in as much of a plank position as possible. Your repetition for this one is going to be you pushing your elbows into the bench and then relaxing back down. And with each position, you want to keep your chest in as opposed to just floppy banana, okay? So we're going to do 7 of this. Again, lighter weight will be a little bit easier. Just see how you go. Thanks, kittens. Okay, let's go. So I'm pushing 1 and then relax. 2 and relax. 3 and relax. 4 and relax. 5 and relax. 6 and relax. Last one, 7 and relax. Okay. The one, we're going to go back to the prayer stretch, but we're going to do something slightly different. But we're going to do a passive stretch for 45 seconds, which is going to be a lat stretch. Gary's going to time. So 45 seconds, placing the hand on the edge of your sofa or your weight bench, and you're going to try and keep your ribcage in and just press your chest or your armpit to the ground. You can also turn slightly to the side. So I'm opening my chest up towards the camera, and that'll get a little bit more through your lat. Okay, so we're going to go 45 seconds on each arm. Yeah. You can also do this against a wall as well, if for whatever reason you don't have a sofa. I don't have Dexter today. He was asleep. It does feel empty without Dex. Okay, other side, same thing. Remember, try and keep your chest in. No doggo. The fourth one is called peace offering. You're going to go back into your prayer stretch. Rather than keeping your hands close to your shoulders, you're going to go through 2 positions. So position 1 is straight, position 2 is here. And you're just going to work through each one with the weight in your hand. Again, keeping your chest in, not letting it banana at all. And we're going to get 7 reps of that in. Again, if it's too much with the weight that you have, feel free to interchange how much that you're using. So I'm here. Knees go as far away as you can. And this is 1. So I'm straightening my arm now. And then bend. I'm trying to keep my elbows in. 2 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. And then the last one, you're going to grab your block. We're going to go up against the wall. You're going to place the block around about here on your back. I've got it on the side as well. And you're going to lean up against the wall like that. So your feet are together. Again, bum tucked. Trying to not use your lower back for this one. And we're going to use the block as a little bit of feedback as to how much our shoulders or our thoracic is able to move. So my hands go over my head, keeping my bum tucked. I'm then going to see if I can tap the wall with my hands. And then come back. So you should feel your upper back working to get your hands there, as opposed to just doing that. Okay? Now, if you feel like you're cheating a little bit and you can't stop that, so you're cheating, I mean hands are just going wide, you can grab a band. Grab a band. So if you're holding onto something, and that will keep your hands shoulder width apart as well when you're doing it. So it doesn't matter what band it is. I think TheraBand's a little bit nicer. If you also have the smaller TheraBands, you can wrap that around your biceps. We'll keep them there as well. Otherwise, use what you got. We're going to do 7 of these. So thumbs are pointing back towards the wall. My tailbone is tucked under. Keeping the lats in, so I'm externally rotating. And then 1. You may not even get anywhere near the wall, which is also good. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. All right, so those are your 5 exercises. We're going to run through them 2 more times. So starting with the overhead lift. I'm going to go a bit lighter for that one. The hands are going overhead. Again, starting at a neutral position, so I've just got space between my ears. Arms locked out, and 1, and reaching. And pull the weight back as well, and relax. 2, and relax. 3, and relax, keep the ribs in. 4, relax, and 5. And relax, change sides. This jumper's going to have to come up soon. 1. And it just gets too much. 2. 3. 4, so I'm constantly checking if my chest is in, because usually it's not. Last 1. 5. And relax. Oh, jump's coming off. It's not that attractive underneath. With female champion jumpers are not meant for women with shoulders. It's just alright once it's on, but getting it on, like, same with Lululemon. Lululemon sports bras. Need to up that game. Or if you've got lats, just like hang out. Because Lululemon designed for like the yoga chicks. And they've got like those lovely dainty bodies. Whereas if you've actually trained weights, then you kind of need them. No. Prayer stretch. So again, elbows in nice and close. Hands on your shoulders. Bum tucked, so this is a PNF. So ribs in and pushing against the block or the sofa, whatever you have. And then relax. 2. Relax. 3, hopefully whatever you're on is not sliding. Relax. 4. 5. 6. And 7. Cool. And then going into that passive stretch, so 30 seconds on each side. Hand on the weight bench, straight elbow, and pushing down. Just implore you to fill the silent gaps. Otherwise you're just getting me heavy breathing into the mic. Other side. You're just hearing me heavy breathing.
Kind of said running away. The breathing.
Okay, oh, we've got 10 seconds.
Oh, what are you doing? Yes, definitely.
Flapping.
1.
Okay. I'm going to move this onto the rubber because sliding is not fun. Alright, so this one is back to your prayer stretch, but we are going through those 2 positions there. Try your best to keep everything externally rotated, so you're keeping the lats in, keeping the elbows close together, and your ribcage in. Lots of things to think about. The head goes through. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay. And the last one is back to the wall. Forgot I had my bed socks on still.
What?
My bed socks on.
Bed socks?
Yeah.
That looks good. Coffee.
This is a Target special.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a practical sock. It's gonna keep me warm. It's also got little grippy bits. Oh no, these ones don't. I have llama ones that have the grip underneath too. I think they wash very well. Anyone has any tips on washing socks? Because they go like fluffy. They pill. Maybe? Bed socks. All right, so again, tailbone duct. 1. So I can't even touch the wall. You're still fighting for it. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. Okay, we have one more set. And then we're going to get into a bit more shoulder rehab, mainly because my shoulder hurts these days. And some hip flexor stretches. Shoulder upgrade incoming. I wish. Let me get a press first. Okay, I need a new shoulder. Labels. The performance package. Need to employ you to sell performance. All right, 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Other side. 1. 2. 3. 4. And ribs in. 5. Cool. Your face is not cringing. You are not doing that right. All right, into your prayer stretch. So ducking down. So just PNF. So we're pushing into the bench and then relaxing. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Oh, we're still sliding. Okay, graceful exit. Into that passive lat stretch. Pushing down. Gary's gonna time. The handstand performance package. I'm gonna leave handstands for Louis. Louis all over handstands. Again, you can turn slightly to the side. We'll get more through your lats. What is happening? Like World of Warcraft?
Possibly. But the funny thing is that they wouldn't have heard that, so they What was that?
Gary's watching gaming videos. Alicia Scum? Who's Alicia Scum?
Wait, no, I think he's talking about
Oh. don't know.
She didn't say it.
What is it? Cool. So back to your press stretch. Going into this variation. So ducking down. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, very last exercise. Grab block. Elbow tucked, hands over your head, and arching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so that is the end of that. That's just a nice warm up even before you do your handstand training, just to get your shoulders as open as they can. And it's not passive, it's active, so you're going to maintain the strength there as opposed to just passively stretching your shoulders for a period of time. We are going to move on to some prone swimmers and some hip stretches before we get into your bridges. So, prone swimmers, feel free to get a mat for this. You're going to lie on your stomach. I'm going to remove this. Now you're going to tuck your bum under so you've got space between your belly button and the floor. Forehead can be on the ground. What is that? Wait. We're going to start with our hands as high up your back as you can. We're really focusing on retracting. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, keeping that tucked, and then seeing if you can lift your hands off your back whilst keeping your shoulder blades squeezing. Once you've done that, you're going to straighten your hands down towards your feet, keeping your shoulder blades squeezed together, and then you're going to try to bring them up into a wide position. You're going to bend your elbows to your hips, still retracting, straight, internally rotate, and then going back on your back. And that is essentially 1 rep. We are only going to do 5 of that. Main thing to focus on is keep your bum tucked, so you're not arching into it, and try to keep your shoulder blades squeezing together as well. Okay? So we're going to do 5. So tucking, hands off, straight, coming around, and back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, going over to the wall now. So you've got a mat, pop it up against the wall. We're going to start with the knee on the ground and the shin up to the wall, like so. Okay? You can totally not see me. I've placed that mat in preparation. You see me here? Yes, you can. Did I do it over there?
You were complaining about your knee or something? Try folding the mat.
Oh, I used the other mat though. These are the squishy mats. They do mat things. The other one was like a raised version of the floor. Even this, I'm like, I have sensitive knees. So roll your mat up as much as you need to. We don't want to feel pressure on your knee because this is going to distract you from the stretch, and that's really not the point of this exercise. We want to be stretching through your quad and your hip flexor. So we did this last week actually. You're going to tuck your bum under, keep your chest up nice and tall. You should already start feeling that stretch through here increase, and that's what we want. So this is us creating tension. My bum is squeezing, pulling my hips forward. I'm holding, and then when I relax, I'm going to sink my hips forward. Okay? Is this foam?
These are literally knee pads.
Oh, thank you. Comfort. Okay. That is better. All right, so we've sunk forward now. So we're going to start up here. You're going to hold, and then we're going to come forward, and then we're going to stay forward. So it's 7 repetitions in total. Each time we do a release, so we relax, you're trying to get your hips a little bit closer to the ground, okay? So let's begin. So again, I'm squeezing my bum, tucking my tailbone under, trying to get my back flush to the wall, flat back rather than arching. We hold, and now I'm going to release, and I'm going to sink forward. This might be a slightly different stretch, creating more through your hip flexor than your quad, which is fine. So again, I'm going to try and tuck, and I'm going to push my back leg against the wall. And I'm going to hold. This is us being active, and then I'm going to relax and sink a little bit deeper. And again, squeeze, just 3, and relax. And 4, and relax. And last one, we're doing 7. Squeeze, no, we are doing 5. And relax. Okay, I'm going to change sides. So same thing, starting up nice and tall. Tailbone is tucked. It might be worse, it might be a little bit easier. All right, so we're going active. You're going to squeeze your bum, tuck your bum under, and then relax. And again, squeeze, relax, 3, and relax, 4, and relax. Last one, 5, and relax. Okay, so that is our second exercise. We are going to do 2 more sets of that. So we're going back to your swimmers. So lying on the floor. We go here. Tailbone tucked under so I can get my hand underneath my belly.
forehead on the ground, hands starting on your back as high as you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift, crack, and going over. So it's a crunchy. I'm not happy. 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Going over to the wall. I always start with my bad leg first. Starting with your bad side first. Psychologically a lot better. So it's tailbone tucked, squeeze your butt, active, and then relax. And again, you're going to push, you're going to tuck, relax, 3, push, and relax. You have 2 more, 4, and relax. Last one, 5, and relax. Okay. Other side. Tucking, squeezing, relaxing forward. 2. Relax. 3. Relax. 4. Relax. Last one. 5. And relax. Okay. One more set. And then we're going to do our last superset.
Tailbone tucked. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is 1. You don't have to go shoulder width apart if you can't. You can always go into this V position. 2. 3. 4. And last one, 5.
Okay. Shuffle over to the wall. Okay. And tucking, so active, squeeze, and then relax. And 2. Relax. 3. Relax. 4. Relax. And last one. 5. and relax. Changing sides. So nice and tall to begin with. Squeeze and relax. 2. And relax. 3. Relax. 4. And relax. Last one. 5. And relax. Okay, we're going to get into our very last exercise. We're going to try to do some bridge rotations. There are different variations depending on where you are with your bridge. I'm going to take my socks off for this. Bed socks are gone. I wouldn't do this on carpet either. If you are on carpet, I would do it on a mat just because it's a little bit slippery for your hand on the floor and we don't want you to fall on your face. Essentially, you're going to start from your squat position. We're going to try to rotate through a bridge, starting with the hand on the ground. So I'm here. I'm going to try to lift up, turn, shoulder loves that, and then go through, and then come back on the other side. So here, and then back. Okay. There are obviously variations if you cannot do that. So the first one is getting used to just placing your hand down and getting your hips up and just seeing if you're okay in this position here, getting as much hip flexor flexibility out of that as possible so we're not just hinging from your lower back. And then you're going to come back to your squat and you're going to do the same on the other side. If that is okay, you are then going to start to shift a little bit more weight through your feet. So hand comes down, hips go up. We're here. Oh, I lost my mic. It's too excited. There you go. So we're here. Now I'm going to try to shift the weight forward so that I can start to rotate the hand that's on the ground, and I'm rotating it that way. So externally rotating. And you're going to try and get your fingers to face your toes. Might not get all the way over, it might only move a millimeter, and that's okay, that's where you start. And then eventually when you feel a bit more confident, you rotate it all the way and try and get the other hand on the ground. Okay? So we're going to try to go through repetitions, just 2 on each side, and then we're going to have a little rest, and we're going to go through some pike rotations as a bit of a counter stretch. Okay? So we're just aiming for 2 in whatever variation you want to work with. Feel free to use this as a bit more of playtime if you're quite close to achieving this and you want a bit of time to just attempt it. Okay. All right, the hand goes down, over. If you can go over, try and spend some time in your bridge. And then back up the other side. Last one, John. And other side. Okay. So we're going to lie on our back after doing that. Gary's going to time 30 seconds. 30 seconds. One leg's bent. You're going to take that leg across this side. And you're going to pin it to the floor. Same time this time you're trying to relax down and we're just going to hold here. Deep breaths. You can also hold a weight in this hand as well, give you a bit more. All right, other side. And go. Okay. Relaxing as that was, we're going to try and get one more set in. So again, in your squat position, even if you can't get all the way down, you can turn your feet out slightly, helps. Hand comes down, going up. And hold. And then back. And back the other way. Okay. And then into our rotation. "30 seconds. Other side. Okay. Unwind. All right, that is all we have time for. Feel free to do another set of that if it feels good. If you are feeling a lot of pressure through your back, then I would just leave it at 2. Less is more. Make sure each rep is quality rather than just trying to suffer through it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you very much.
Quick timing.
Yeah, get that up on. Hopefully, you weren't waiting too long. 30 seconds. Like,
You're just on your own world. No, it's fine.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back Thursday with Coach Corey.
I'll catch you later, guys.